Hola gente, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos de nuevo a Juego de Tronos. He parado un momentillo lo que viene siendo para mear y quitarme de aquí de encima la bolsa de los conos del Mercadona. Y continúo con Juego de Tronos, que se está poniendo súper interesante esta historia. Hemos visto dónde confluyen, dónde empiezan a confluir las historias de Alester y Mors, ¿verdad? Vamos a ver qué nos depara esta historia que ya está cogiendo ritmillo, ya está cogiendo Game of Thrones styles. Vale, esto sigue igual. Yo pensaba que íbamos a tener acceso a estas catacumbas, ¿no? Por lo visto es que no. Ya sabéis que me gusta explorar. Bueno, creo que ya tampoco nos queda mucho más por explorar, ¿no? Está ya todo lo que podríamos ver. Así que nada, de vuelta a la fortaleza roja. La verdad es que las proporciones de... ¿qué será esta, no? Pues tiene de fortaleza roja lo que... si se supone que es esta, la red keep. Hay cosas que están un poco así cogidas con pinzas, ¿eh? Ahora vamos a la habitación del trono. Solo tenemos sueños. Jojen Reed.
You certainly took your time. 1 second more and I was going to see the Queen alone.
You didn't think I'd give you that pleasure, did you? We're off.
Es un caballero del Valle de Arryn aquí también. ¿Qué pasa, reina? Reina madre.
My brave knights have returned.
Your Grace, the mission you gave me has been accomplished. Furthermore, here are the documents that you asked for.
Perfect. I note that you managed to cooperate finally. Let me see that. So that wretch is in the north. Good. Now, let us speak of you, sirs. I have had news of your hunt's progress. Your escapades throughout the city are already a source of much talk. I would have appreciated a bit more discretion.
Forgive me, there were many men standing between us and our objective.
I see. I shall attribute that to your inexperience in the matter, sir. Do not let this happen again. I'd rather not have to get rid of you. But after all, this commotion revealed our enemies, did it not? Without that, I imagine that you would not have found out about this mother hen. On that subject, I heard tell that Lord Alester insisted on resolving matters peacefully at the Potters. Is this true?
This is true, but I believe that the Potters sheltered an accomplice of our enemies. They were guilty of treason, although indirectly. They should have paid the price.
Really? We are of the same opinion, my dear Valar. I would have appreciated them being punished for their errors as well. But what is done is done. At least this way you've avoided more of a scandal. What matters is that our enemies have been destroyed for good.
Consider it done, Your Grace. The mother hen, whose true name is Godric Donnelly, will cause you no more problems.
On the other hand, you must know that the man served the hand of the king himself. If he hears of this, his reaction may be detrimental to your cause.
Do not worry, my good fellow. Lord John Arryn will learn nothing of the kind. The hand of the king is dead. I heard of it just a moment ago.
Proof that destiny sometimes does make our lives easier.
Of course, if John Arryn had heard this story, he would have caused problems for us.
And concerning River Spring, Your Grace? Have you made your decision?
Not yet, sir. Your collaboration is not yet finished.
Your Grace, I had thought to fulfill my contract by eliminating the enemies of the Crown.
You thought wrongly, Sir Alester. In light of the letter you brought to me, there still remains one person for you to find. The documents that you've brought me will enable us to continue our search for the young girl that you allowed to escape, Sir Valar. This information leads me to believe that she was sent north, somewhere close to Castle Black. Her name is Jane Greystone. I want you to return her to King's Landing, dead or alive. Use whatever means you like. I care not. It is now up to you to prove how determined you are to become the future master of River Spring. Come back to me once you have taken care of the young girl. Not before. You may go.
Unfortunately for you, Alester, one of my men has already left for the wall. That is a race you will not win.
He subido de nivel. Alester ha pasado a nivel 4. Hostia, ya estamos con lo de la cámara.
Raiding around like a fine lady while my good master rots in the earth. Well, well, has the hungry lioness found herself a new lackey?
Are you speaking of the Queen like that? In her own palace? We are in the Red Keep, young man. You must enjoy living dangerously. What is your name?
My name is Uthor of the Vale. I am...
¡Anda!
I was...
Salen los libros.
Under John Arryn, the Hand of the King. At least until that whore from the Westerlands killed him.
Careful. Such talk would be ill-advised.
I will say what must be said. She is a murderer and a traitor plotting against her king. I dare to say it, and it seems I am the only one here who does.
I myself am a servant of House Lannister, and I will not allow you to sully my lady's name. Hold your tongue, my lord, if you do not wish to lose it.
I know very well what I risk. Run along back to the mother lioness, you dog's body. I will fulfill my duty, whatever it may cost.
Vale, pues sí, vamos a informar.
Sir Alester, what are you still doing here? I would have thought you'd be moving heaven and earth to find the Greystone girl.
I am, Your Grace.
Ah, Sir Uthor, yes. A sad case of excessive loyalty. I do not know what fantasy has overtaken him. I imagine. As for my bore of a husband, he pays no attention to what is said, even within his walls. He is incapable of maintaining order.
I find it hard to believe that no one came forth to defend you, Your Grace.
Oh, of course. Sir Valar immediately offered to silence him in the most violent manner. But I do not wish to see the young man hurt for such a trifling thing.
And just what would you like, Your Grace? Speak, and it will be my pleasure to grant you your wish.
You think that you might be more diplomatic than your half-brother? Yes, I suppose so. The Hand of the King was very much loved by his people. And our differences were well known about court. It would be unwise for me to be too severe towards Sir Uthor. That would simply lend credence to his foolish words.
I should be able to find a more elegant solution. Sir Uthor might find it in his best interest to humble himself, perhaps even publicly.
Really? You intrigue me. Go ahead, Sir Alester.
Pero si es que tienes razón, Ser Uthor. A mí me suena de que salía en el libro. Uno de los libros. ¡Joder! ¡Ah! Qué mala virgen me pone esto,
So, knight. No doubt you come back to carry out vile deeds for that whore you kneel to.
You are mistaken, Sir Uther. The Queen does not wish to hurt you. Quite the contrary. She has already done much to spare you a tragic fate.
What do you mean?
Your talk does her no more harm than the buzzing of a mosquito. However, it has not gone unnoticed. Some people are becoming annoyed. Such as my half-brother, Sir Valar, for example. He has a notion that your death would distinguish him in the eyes of her grace.
Sir Valar, eh? He's a swine, and unworthy of such a title. Let him come. 'Twould be an honor to defend my lord's memory.
No, I don't think so. The Queen does not want any bloodshed. Valar will not come for you in the light of day. Perhaps bandits will slit your throat in a dark alley, or you will fall dead drunk into Blackwater Rush. Valar is very inventive. One thing is certain. There will be no glory in the death he plans for you. Listen to my advice. Leave this city.
Why are you telling me all of this?
I do not want my bastard brother distinguishing himself in the eyes of the Queen, particularly in such a sordid manner. I have my reasons for this, but they're no concern of yours. And then you're young and foolhardy. Your only crime is being too loyal to your deceased lord. That does not deserve such punishment.
I see. Perhaps it is time for me to leave this nest of vipers after all. Thank you for your honesty, sir.
All was resolved without too much injury. The Queen should be pleased.
Muy bien. A ver si es así.
Oh, here is my valiant knight. You certainly brought a little wisdom to that young man. And in doing so, you appear to have forgotten your duty.
Sir Uther has left, Your Grace. No blood was spilled, as you wished.
Admittedly. But what of the insults to my person? You were supposed to make him lose face, push him to commit a public act of contrition. Instead of that, he leaves for his lands, his head held high. His foul slurs festering in his wake.
I am sorry, Your Grace. I served you poorly.
It is neither the first nor the last insult that my position will oblige me to bear. The important thing is that he has gone. But I had hoped for more.
Ya la hemos liado parda.
And now, pray accomplish the task that I gave you. I will not be satisfied with half measures this time. Bring me the girl.
Very well, Your Grace.
Pero es que ¿cómo lo podríamos haber hecho? Que nos hubiese atacado. Podríamos haberlo hecho mejor, seguro. ¿Quién es este?
Sir Alester Sarwood.
Ah, no.
If I could have a word with you for a
¿Quién es el...?
Who am I speaking with?
I am Lord Arwood Halton, Master of Castlewood. Your family and mine have long been friends.
Yes, I have heard tell of the Haltons of Castlewood. What can I do for you?
I've heard rumors that you've had difficulty finding your brother, Gawain. Did you get the help you had hoped for from the Queen?
More or less. I am surprised that it is public knowledge. The Queen doesn't seem inclined to flaunt her arrangements.
You will quickly find that it is difficult to keep secrets inside the Red Keep. There are far too many inquiring ears about. On that subject, what say you to moving this conversation elsewhere? I have a residence in the city. We may speak freely there. I have vital information regarding your brother.
Vale, pues me interesa. Logro desbloqueado, los muertos no cantan canciones. Vale, pues lo voy a dejar aquí, aunque me va a quedar un poquillo corto, pero es que así también vamos avanzando y lo vamos dejando los capítulos un poquillo más... Es que, por ejemplo, hubo uno de ellos que me pasó que estaban mezcladas las historias y tal, y es que prefiero dejarlos separados. Este vídeo me va a quedar cortito, 14-15 minutos aproximadamente, así que nada, os dejo esto así para que termine rápido y fugaz. Habrá vídeos que duren más, Pero bueno, es que vamos avanzando. Vamos a volver con Mors. Vamos a volver con Mors en el próximo vídeo. Y me está enganchando la historia dichosa esta. ¡Ay! Bueno, ya sabéis, suscribiros, darle a like, compartir y todas esas cosas. Y nos vemos siempre que vosotros queráis. Por supuesto, en el próximo vídeo. Chao, chao.